Hello, everybody, and welcome to Nerdy Boys Reviews. I'm Nerdy Boy Christian,
And I'm Nerdy Boy Scott.
and holy moly, it's not April Fools. This is a real deal, guys. We are the Nerdy Boys, and we have been gone for a while, and now we are not gone anymore.
Hello, friends.
Yeah. For anyone who doesn't know, we started Nerdy Boys Reviews in 2014 as like videos, and we just talk about nerd stuff. And we took trips to Best Buy and bought a shitty camera that my phone had a better camera than, but we'd record it, and it had like such limited memory that we'd have to keep like the videos under 10 minutes or else it would
Oh,
just
dude, those were
stop
hilarious.
filming. And we did that for probably like 3 or 4 months, and then we started to do audio podcasts. And we did that
Ah,
for a long time. uh, we would podcast every week from 2015 to what 2018 probably. And then we did at one point, like we were talking about all the shows, because that was the height of the Arrowverse. And so we'd be talking about Arrow every week, and Gotham, and the Flash, and Supergirl, and literally every TV show that was nerd related, Game of Thrones, and and then we'd do movie reviews and everything else. And sometimes we'd even talk about comic books. We did a whole bunch of stuff. um
sure did.
and then at one point we decided there's way, like we had like 10 shows a week we were watching. We're like, we can't sustain this. So we changed our format. We started just doing all nerd news. We did some nerd news before that, but we just did it. We're going to do all nerd news and just discussions. And then we'd do movie reviews, and we'd go back and review old movies. And that was a lot of fun. But then, life happens. And what's been going on with you, buddy, over the last
Oh,
5-6 years?
a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Mm-hmm.
No, so like since the end of Nerdy Boys reviews, I found a career in trucking, which I enjoy and I really love. I have been watching my two sons grow, so I have had two kids since then, and just been watching them grow and grow, and can be more proud of my kids, and yeah, just trying to be the best dad that I can every day.
Yeah, and that keeps you real busy. So, um, even though we're back right now, I can't. We can't guarantee how often we'll podcast, right? Like it could be once a month. If we can do it more, we might do it more. If we have to skip sometimes, we probably will, because we have lives and we're busy people. And raising kids is no joke, man. I couldn't do it. That's why I am sterilized and will not have children.
Sterilized Christian. Oh yeah.
So yeah, I think the last time we podcasted, I was not married yet. But I was dating my wife, my future wife at the time. But yeah, and now I'm married, and we have a little doggy, and that's our little family. But we've also been moving. The last time we podcasted, I think maybe I lived here, and that was like over 4 years ago. So,
Uh-huh.
um, it's definitely been a long time, and it's just been busy life. I've been working up through my career as well. I'm a full blown category manager now, so that comes with a lot of responsibility too. A lot of working when I'm not at work. And then I also work a second job because I'm fucking psychotic. But it makes me like $1,000 extra a month, so why not?
Yeah, buddy. Work till the day you die.
Exactly. So, but yeah. So the future of Nerdy Boys reviews is gonna look a little different, because we're probably not gonna talk about that much news unless it's something really cool. We're most likely not gonna do movie reviews, just because there's no guarantee we'll keep up on all the new movies together. But we will just have fun nerd debates, because if you guys don't know, both of us have pretty strong opinions on things. Um,
What?
and and Nerdy Boy Scott over here has some really hot takes, including his dislike of the character Han Solo. Um,
What a douchebag.
I have some hot takes, so we can have some fun debates on little nerd stuff like that. There's also a little some games I have in mind. Are you familiar with blind ranking?
Yeah, fairly. I've seen it like on the internet and
Yeah,
whatnot, like people doing it.
yeah. So I've prepared a blind ranking for
Oh,
you, um, and
are we gonna do that now, or are we gonna do that a little
I
later?
mean we can do it today. We can do it whenever, but the blind ranking will be. I'll give you the topic: comic book characters that we haven't properly seen in live action yet. So I'd give them to you one at a time, and you would rank them without knowing what's coming next, on how excited you would be to see that, like which ones you want to see the most, right? So
Okay.
you don't know the list of characters, but I'll give them to you one at a time, and you'd say, okay, that five or two or whatever, and then we'd go through, and then you'd say, I'm happy or not happy with this. You screwed me with this list. I hate you. So
It's very likely. It's very, very likely.
yeah. But yeah, I mean, I have a bunch of like little different debate topics that I've written down. So like we could debate like the best and worst of certain franchises, right? So like when we talk about Star Wars, what is the best Star Wars movie? What's the worst one? That's that could be a fun discussion, and that's across the board, right? We can do it with Star Wars, we can do it with Lord of the Rings, we can do it with Harry Potter, we can do it with the MCU as a
What?
whole. We could do it with Spider-Man movies as a whole, with X-Men movies as a whole, right? Like lots of fun little discussions we could have around that.
Right. So going back to the little Star Wars one, right?
Hmm.
Which ones don't have Han Solo in it?
um, there are quite a few that don't have Han Solo in it. Uh, the,
Okay,
the
given some,
the prequels, episode 1, 2, and
those
3.
are good ones.
Uh huh.
Those are the best ones.
Rogue One, a Star Wars story.
Yep,
Uh-huh.
yep, definitely top tier.
Um, I don't think he's in it. I'm gonna say the Last Jedi.
I feel like you're tricking me.
I mean,
I feel like you're tricking me here, buddy.
he's for sure in The Force Awakens, and he makes an appearance in The Rise of Skywalker, but I don't think he's in The Last Jedi.
Hmm.
So, hey, hey,
Are you seeing a common theme here with me, buddy?
I
Are you
am.
seeing it? You picking up what I'm putting down?
Yes, yes, I'm picking it up. I'm picking it up. You don't like The Last
Messages are
Jedi,
strong.
but and you hope that Han Solo was actually in it, so that you could be justified in your hatred. I'm picking that up. Um,
All right, brother.
another game I thought of. It's not really a game, but it's more like a discussion point. But it has a header of a game, right? So it would be called Overrated, Overhated, or Other.
Ooh, ooh. Well, I like the sound of this game.
So like
This.
I'd throw out a movie and you tell me, and we discuss because I'd also give my opinion, right? So like a good example, Spider-Man 2, right? A lot of most people think Spider-Man 2 is the best Spider-Man movie ever made. So
You're
you
talking about with Tobey Maguire,
I
right?
am, yes. And so you might say, or I might say, I think it's overrated. I don't think it's as good as people make it out to be. Right? Or you could say other. It's appropriately rated. It is the greatest, and everybody knows it. Right? So that could be the discussion. And I have a whole list of movies ready for that because there's a whole bunch. Um, and then I also thought of some other fun little discussions, including like when you look at the MCU, the Marvel Cinematic Universe as a whole. If you were going to introduce somebody to it, the question would be, right, the debate topic would be, do they need to watch every Phase 1 movie or just the Avengers?
Y- Are you asking me?
No, I'm just saying that's a debate topic. Do you think it's an
Oh,
interesting
okay.
debate topic, or do you think it's like pretty obvious?
Um, I feel like it's kind of obvious, but like
Okay.
I think it could be a pretty interesting debate, though.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. Um, so, are there any threads I've touched on here that you want to talk about today?
Uh, uh, we can do either. So like one of the games, right? We
Mm-hmm.
could do like the over under game,
Mm-hmm.
or we could do like the list, like rank them. The
Okay.
first game that you talked about.
Yeah, I'm prepared for that. I have everything ready. I'm gonna have a little graphic on the screen that you probably can't see because I'm not sharing it, but I'll have my list 1 to 10, and I have little pictures of all the characters.
Oh, oh,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So very
uh-huh.
engaging. Mm-hmm. But you would have to have either a notepad or something by you so that you could like write down where you're ranking them, so that you can keep track of it, so you don't rank them in the same spot. Are you ready? Do you want to do that?
Yes. Let me see. Shoot. You keep talking. I'm gonna look for something to write with.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm bringing up, look at, okay, on my screen, anybody who's watching, and it's not live, so nobody's watching live, but anybody who watches this later on YouTube or as a video podcast, some people are listening to it audio wise, but don't worry, we'll keep you up to date on what's going on the screen. But I have on the left side of my screen the numbers 1 through 10. We're gonna blind rank 10 characters that we haven't properly seen in live action. Like some of them you might argue, oh, we saw that one person in like a scene of this one thing, but we haven't really seen them, okay? None of these characters we've ever properly seen in live action, all right? And so Scotty Boy is going to blind rank them. And that's just how it's going to be. And it's going to be a lot of fun. So he's looking for something. I don't know if he's found it yet. But if he doesn't find something to write down, he
I
doesn't
got
need
it.
it. Okay, you good?
Yes, sir.
All right. All right. So our first character, I'm coming out of the gates hot with this one, all right?
Wait, hold on 1 second.
All
So
right.
you said there's 10?
There's 10.
Okay.
All right.
Keep talking.
All right, I'm coming out of the gates straight up hot with one of your favorite Green Lanterns, Kyle
Oh,
Rayner.
oh no. Oh no. Uh, I'm gonna put him. Oh, man, that is such a good character. I hate you so much. We're already starting it. All right, you want war? You got it, bud. We're gonna go number 5. We're gonna just keep it
Okay.
like right in the middle.
All right. Let me make this a little
Man,
smaller.
what an I freaking love Kyle Rayner, man.
Yeah. All right. Number 2, okay, is also another hot one. It's Richard Rider's Nova. Not the new Nova, not Sam Alexander. The OG Nova. See, this is kind of similar, right? DC Green Lantern. The Nova Corps is like Marvel's version of the Green Lanterns, right? And you are a big Nova fan, or you used to be.
Hmm. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I would be excited to see Nova
Mm-hmm.
for sure, but like not as excited as like Kyle Rayner. So I'm gonna have to put it below a 5. And like my gut instinct is telling me a 7.
Okay.
Because I feel like there's gonna be way shitter names on this list.
There may be shitter names. So we've got Kyle Rayner at 5,
Just tell me
Nova.
when Han Solo comes up. We know where he's going.
Oh, he's not on this list. This is just
Oh, how dare you.
This is comic book characters we've never seen in live action.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, yes, yes. So we got Kyle Rayner at 5, Richard Rider's Nova at 7. Next option, Spider Woman. Jessica Drew Spider Woman. I know you don't really care about
Uh,
Spider Woman.
yeah, I don't. So I'll just say a 9 to be honest.
All right.
Just not very excited about it. Like I was never really a big fan of like a lot of the Spider Verse,
Mm-hmm.
like and the characters within,
All right.
especially just not this one. So I'm kind of like like all right.
All
So
right.
I'm gonna leave it at 9.
Okay. All right. A more exciting Spider Man character, Black Cat.
Mm, gee, all right. So it's a good character.
It's a good character. But you've never been huge on like Spider-Man, have you?
Not exactly. Like, like I like some of like I mean, Black Cat is Black Cat,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like the more well-known characters, I would say, I guess. Like, but so I'm gonna go like a little generous on this one. I'm gonna go a 6.
Okay,
Even though like I kind of feel similar to like Spider-Woman, so actually I might go 8.
okay.
But I just feel like there's gonna be some really bad characters at some point. I'm gonna be like, God dang it.
I will give nothing away.
Uh, uh, wow, what a man of complete stoic nature. Look at this guy, beautiful, chiseled, buff bastard.
Yeah, and look, oh, my tattoos. Whoosh.
I know, so cool.
Yeah, so cool.
All right, yeah, we're gonna keep it at a 6.
Okay, so we got Kyle Rayner.
Lock it
We
in.
got Kyle Rayner at 5, Black Cat at 6, Nova at 7, and Spider Woman at 9. All right, next option, the dragon Fin Fang Foom. All right, I already know you probably don't care about this character. You want me to just throw it at 10?
Just because I think you're a sneaky bastard, I'm putting him at 8.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Fin Fang Foom locked in at number 8. Next character, which is the most surprising character we haven't seen in live action, in my opinion, or one of them, Damian Wayne's Robin.
Number 3, baby.
Yeah. For anyone who doesn't know, Scott is a big Bat Family fan, so um, it's no surprise Damian Wayne sits up there at number 3. Next, another character that I know you love, that we are going to see in live action, but we haven't yet, Booster Gold.
Ooh, 4.
All right, number 4 for Booster Gold. So where we're at right now, we have 1, 2, and 10 available. We got Damian Wayne at 3, Booster Gold at 4, Kyle Rayner at 5, Black Cat at 6, Nova at 7, Fin Fang Foom at 8, and Spider Woman at 9. Next up, we have Red Robin.
Come on, bro. You already knew that was gonna be at 2.
Tim Drake's Red Robin. I know people might argue we saw
The
Tim.
hero of
Mm-hmm.
the entire Batverse.
Okay.
Let's just say it.
All right. We briefly saw Tim Drake in like one of the seasons of Titans. He was never Red Robin. He was Robin, I think, one of the Robins at a certain point, but he never became Red Robin. And Red Robin in particular is the one that you like. You know, I know you like Tim Drake
Yes.
as a whole, but the Red Robin run was a big thing for you. So, yeah, okay.
Wait, I was not pushing push the talk button. Hold on. I was in there talking. I'm like, wait, my finger's not on my push to talk. Shit. Technical difficulties. Awesome. So the Red Robin series, why it's like pretty big for me. It's the second series that I had ever read in comic books.
Yeah.
The first being I can't remember which Daredevil run it was, but it was a Daredevil run.
Was it Shadowland?
And then it was no, it was before Shadowland.
Okay.
The one right before Shadow. I forgot what it's called.
I'll be right back. Keep talking.
Yeah. But no, yeah, Red Robin, amazing. I love Tim Drake. I think he's such an underrated Robin. I think Damian has the potential to be more interesting, but Tim Drake, if like you know his story, like when Batman was trapped in, I believe like an alternate dimension, and like they all thought like Batman had died, like Bruce Wayne Batman had died. Tim Drake was the only one that never gave up on him. He's the only one that searched everywhere for him, and there's like a really cool arc with like including Red Robin when like it was like Fight for the Cowl was like pretty freaking cool, I thought. So I love Tim Drake, big supporter. Hell yeah. I was kind of tempted to put him at 1, but I'm like I'm just so skeptical of Kristian. Like it's just the comb over, you know? Can't be trusted.
You know, I'm surprised you didn't put him at 1, to be honest. Maybe I tricked
no,
you into putting him at 2.
Nice.
Sorry, I had to get my dog because There's like landscapers outside, and he keeps barking, and I know it's probably annoying people, so I went to grab
I'll
him.
be honest, I did not hear the dog bark not once, so
No,
I'm pretty sure nobody else does.
well, I mean, I don't think it was annoying here, but other people are in the house, so
No, tell them to fuck themselves.
yeah.
Some
So
things never change, baby. Oh yeah.
yep. So the only ones we have left are 1 in 10. Next option, Batgirl.
10. I'm
Okay.
very upset by this.
Oh no. Um, I think the last option is actually going to surprise you. But if you had to guess, what do you think? What do you think I left for last? If you're talking, you're not pushing the button.
No, I'm just thinking and thinking. Let's see. So like you kind of had like a theme here a little bit. You went, I would have to say it's something. Oh, no, 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 no. You wouldn't do that. Saint Walker?
No, no,
Ah, I would have loved you forever.
no. It wasn't. It's not Saint Walker. It's Static from Static Shock.
Ooh. Oh, hey, hell yeah. I'm happy with that.
Number
Static
one.
Shock.
So,
Static Shock. I think I actually quite like this list. I would change two things.
mm-hmm,
I would flip Black Cat. If I could reorder it the way I wanted to,
mm-hmm.
I will say that in a minute. I guess we should go over like how I have it written down
Yeah,
now.
yeah. So,
So at one, I got Static Shock. Two is Tim Drake's Red Robin. Three is Damian Wayne. Four is Booster Gold. Five is Kyle Rayner. Six is Black Cat. Seven is Nova. Eight is Fing Fang Foom. Nine is Spider Woman. And 10 is Batgirl. I would move Batgirl to six, and then Black Cat to eight, and Fing Fang Foom to 10.
hmm. But you'd
But
keep
everything else, I'm actually quite happy with, to be
you'd keep
honest.
Nova at 7.
Actually, yeah, I think I'd move Nova up to six.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
I thought Booster Gold was a very underrated character.
yeah,
And plus, I do love me, like, it tied in with, like, Blue Beetle and stuff. I do love me Blue Beetle.
yeah. We have seen Blue Beetle, so don't
Yeah, I mean, hey.
don't know how much more Blue Beetle we're gonna see, but I didn't mind that movie. I don't know if you watched it, but I didn't mind that. I thought it was a pretty good movie. So,
Yeah.
but
But yeah,
yeah,
no, I'm actually really happy with, like, the top five for sure.
yeah,
Um, there's an argument that maybe I would put Kyle Rayner at four,
mm-hmm.
but
Yeah.
yeah.
I think you played it. You played it smart. And you pretty much more or less nailed what you wanted to do with that.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Round of applause. Pat on the back for
yeah,
me.
woo. Yeah,
Yeah,
very
you guys
nice.
should just let us know out of those characters, how would your list look?
Yeah. Let us know in whatever comment section you're watching or engaging with us on. Because if you're listening on Spotify, you're allowed to post comments on there on a podcast. Okay, guys, I'm just letting you know. You could also write some things in a review. You could say, "Wow, these guys are so cool and so amazing and had awesome topics, and this is how I would rank those characters." Anyway, so
Anyways, moving on.
moving on. Okay. All right. We'll do a round of overrated, overhated, or other. Okay,
Okay.
and we'll do well, depending on how long it takes. We'll either do like 2 or 5. If they're quick little things, then we'll do more. But if it takes some time because we can argue, then we'll do a couple.
What? No.
Not us. Um,
No. Never thrown a cheeseburger in the room at me.
okay, I threw it out the bag on the floor. Listen,
What a
okay.
waste.
That in that particular scenario, that things were boiling up from a long day. Okay, but if you guys don't know, and this is one of Scott's favorite things to laugh at me for, other than crying. Um,
What a pussy. Who cries?
I haven't been to McDonald's in almost 4 years, but we used to go a lot, like a lot.
Yes.
and they would fuck up my order in the most egregious ways imaginable.
Dude, do you remember the mozzarella sticks? Dude, it's so funny, dude. That's like if you know Christian, he's like, it's like trying to feed my toddler, dude. To be honest with you,
It's worse than
like,
that.
it's like they only eat like chicken nuggets and fries or like a cheeseburger. Christian only eats like plain double cheeseburgers.
Okay, the mozzarella sticks were maybe the worst because there was no cheese.
Dude, it was just like a deep fried shell with no cheese in there, dude. Like the look of disappointment on Christian's face, dude, like he's never been hurt in his life up until that point. The pure level of devastation. Oh man.
That was bad. The other bad one was I ordered double cheeseburgers plain, which essentially means I want meat and cheese in a bun. And one time they gave me a bun with all the other ingredients and no meat and no cheese. It was pickles and ketchup and mustard and like lettuce and onions. And like that's the opposite of what I wanted. So that was awful. When they started doing all day breakfast, I remember we went like at night and I had ordered a bacon, egg, and cheese McGriddle. They gave me cheese.
Just cheese, bro. We should really vlog your life, dude, and like just like have videos of like Christian food mishaps.
Yeah, it was pretty bad, and it would consistently happen with McDonald's. So, um, yeah. So that's all to say. We sometimes got into little arguments, but not about that. It's just related because I had gotten a burger that I asked for from Wendy's with no ketchup and no mustard, and they put ketchup and mustard on it, and it was a long day, and I was starving, and I threw I threw it.
Made some like fucking dumbass comment. I'm like, wow, you didn't have to throw it, what a waste or something. And like Christian got hella mad.
Well, the
It
first thing
spiraled out of control.
the first thing you said was you could just wipe it off, and I was like, anyway. So yeah,
Uh,
good times.
I don't know if
Um,
my mic is picking it up, and I do apologize to anybody. Like, I'm very sick right now, and like that's why I have my push to talk on. But yeah, I don't know if you
nah,
guys hear it.
I
I keep
haven't.
trying to cut it off before I've been coughing, but yeah.
Yeah, I haven't heard any coughing, so I think you're cutting it off just fine. Um, okay. Maybe we should preface this overrated, overhated, or other with a hot take I have that you might disagree with hardcore, and that hot take
Oh.
is Tom Holland is the best Spider-Man,
Oh.
and I would argue that Tobey Maguire is the worst Spider-Man.
All right, bro. Let's relax. All right.
Okay. I mean, you could say Andrew Garfield is only because his movies were not the best, because he had a terrible people making those movies. But I, I don't know, man. I just think Spider-Man 3 really made me hate Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man because he's just so angry. Like even before he gets the symbiote suit, and like when he's proposing to MJ at the beginning, it's like he's just very selfish and makes it all about him. And I'm just like, this is not any form of Spider-Man that I relate to. But that's just me as someone who likes Spider-Man. For like most people who grew up with it, like the argument will always be that Tobey Maguire is the best Spider-Man.
Well, as the leading Spider-Man 3 expert, because I have a certain toddler that likes to watch that movie on repeat,
Mm-hmm.
I think it was fantastic.
Really? Like the whole
Yep.
movie?
The whole thing.
Okay. You know when it first came out, it was what, like 2007. I was like 13, and I remember I didn't see it like The other ones I had seen like midnight showings and stuff because my parents were
Yeah.
still together then. But with Spider-Man 3, it was different. So I remember I didn't see it for a while, but it was like torrented online, and so you'd have like the shitty like people like filming it with like on their like camera phones during the movie, and then they post it online. And so I remember trying to watch it on there, and I thought it looked really cool, and I was like, man, I really want to see this movie. It looks so good. And then I did see it, and when I was young and I watched it, I didn't hate it. Like I actually quite enjoyed it as a teenager who was watching that movie for the first time. Now when I watch it, like I don't know, I cringe a little bit at certain parts, and it's a little more difficult to watch. And if I'm watching it from the perspective of like a comic book Spider-Man fan, then I don't really enjoy it as much, and I don't really enjoy Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man as a whole as much. But I do love Spider-Man 1 and 2. But if I watch it just to watch it, it is an enjoyable film. I'll say that.
Uh, yeah, I don't know. Like, I think I've tried to like escape that trap,
Mm-hmm.
like of watching something purely from the standpoint of being a fan of the comic books.
Yeah.
Because as we know, like
It just leads to
adaptations,
disappointment.
like it's an adaptation, meaning like like there's certain things that are gonna be like left to like interpretation, like certain things are gonna get cut out because there's just not enough time to like translate it to film. Like not every movie can be 3 hours long and be successful.
Yeah.
So like there has to be like sacrifices made. And like I think that people just want it so like cut and dry. And sometimes it's also to like a detriment of the film to just do a cut and paste sort of format. Like I think sometimes it's just like it can ruin it
Yeah.
because it doesn't always translate to like live action. It doesn't always translate to film.
Agreed. And when they a lot of times when directors or writers try to directly translate, like you said, like a lot of context kind of gets left out, and it's just like lines from a book or a comic book or whatever else that are out of place in that thing. Like when you think about it, like you get it if you've read it. You're like, oh, I know the context of all this, but for someone new coming in, it's like the dialogue can feel weird, you know.
Yeah, I could see that.
But yeah, I mean,
Let's see though.
but
Is
it
Tom? So wait, what is the original question, right?
um well, so I'm just presenting my take on. I think that Tom Holland's the best Spider-Man because that would preface into if we're going to talk about do we think Spider-Man 2 in particular is overrated, right? Cuz people do think it is the best Spider-Man movie other than maybe No Way Home, which I don't know if you've seen No Way Home. But I'd assume you have.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
have.
But a lot of people like believe that Spider-Man 2 is the best Spider-Man movie. And I really like Spider-Man 2. I'm a big fan of it. But I seem to remember you weren't as high on Spider-Man 2 in the past.
Hmm,
I don't know if I'm
trying to remember.
misremembering or if maybe now you like Spider-Man 2 more, or maybe what I'm remembering is I think we in the past had discussed if Spider-Man 2 was better than Spider-Man 1, and you had argued that Spider-Man 1 is better. But I could be completely
Oh,
misremembering.
trying to remember. Trying to...
Or even
Oh
regardless
wait, Spider-Man 2 is
with
where
Doc Ock.
right, Doc Ock.
Mm-hmm. And then like he's like
Yeah, I
losing
don't
his
know. Like
powers because he has like anxiety or something. And then he
right,
tries to give up being Spider-Man so that he could like enjoy his life with MJ. And then Doc Ock comes in and captures her, and he
right,
has
right.
to pick up his suit again. And then there's a whole subplot with Harry Osborn, where he finds out that Peter's Spider-Man. Um, you know,
And then yeah, sets up for the third movie, right?
yep,
So yeah. Yeah, I don't know, dude. Like I think out of the three, I think number two, and I mean this is just this is purely my opinion. Like I thought that was like the weaker of the three.
mm. Yeah, and I mean that's a hot take. That's why we're having the discussion. So you probably do think it is a bit overrated, but especially if fans
Yeah.
are saying it's the best Spider-Man movie, like, and that's including all of Andrew Garfield's, all of Tom Holland's, and I'm not gonna lie, I think Tom Holland's trilogy is better than Tobey Maguire's trilogy. Like, I thought Homecoming, a lot of people didn't like it for some reason. I thought it was great, and maybe it's because he's trying so hard to impress Tony Stark through the movie or something. But I was a big fan of Homecoming. Um, no Way Home I thought was great as well. It gets overlooked a little bit just because it just sits there in the middle, and it was like the first movie post Endgame. And then No Way Home was just great. Like, sure, there's a lot of fan service in there and cameos and whatever, but it was a really good movie. And I think No Way Home is probably the best Spider-Man movie live action we've gotten. I don't know if you've watched the Spider-Verse movies, but those are both the best Spider-Man movies we've ever gotten.
Um. Oh no, I think I'm still like more like I lean more towards like the Tobey Maguire. Like don't get me wrong, I do love Tom Holland, dude. I
Yeah.
do think he's a great one, but like I don't know, dude. There's just like some things that like I just kind of don't really like agree with or like
Mm-hmm.
some of like the vision of like the characters and like the casting choices.
Mm-hmm.
And we've specifically talked about this one.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Are you talking about MJ?
No, 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 no.
In Spider-Man, like the new Spider-Man movies.
Yes, yes, yes. In Tom Holland's version.
What? I mean, I don't really know who you're referring to, but um, is it like the fact that Ned Leeds is in it and not Genki? I mean, like they turned Ned Leeds into Genki from Miles Morales' Spider-Man. I don't know. I don't know who it could be. Who do you not like the casting of?
Give me 1 second.
All right, all right. Um,
Somebody gave it to the front door. Hold on, I
oh,
gotta
you're
answer
good.
that.
You're good. I do think that an interesting thing that was said, um, which is true, and something that I do fully agree with is you can't necessarily you can't anybody can, but we shouldn't get stuck in the mindset of like a book is like this and have the expectation that the movie is going to be like that. Comic books, whatever, video games, anything that you get that becomes an adaptation in a movie or a TV show, having that expectation of like, oh, this is my understanding and love of this character in another form. If you try to bring that expectation into a movie or something else, it really is just the thief of joy. Like, you're not always in that case allowing yourself to enjoy something for what it is. You're trying to enjoy it for what you want it to be, and that is almost always going to lead to some kind of disappointment.
Yeah.
Which I think massively impacted the Star Wars sequels. To be honest, I think after the first one, people had an idea of what the next ones were going to be, and when they weren't, they were massively disappointed. But
Or even
adaptations
you could
too.
make the same argument for the prequels as well.
Sure, yeah,
Like I thought they were great movies to be honest. Like, but most Star Wars fans hate them.
yeah. Well, I mean, they're getting a lot more respect now, but in the way that it's like, a backhanded thing where it's like, oh, I love the movies because I grew up with them, but they're so bad. There's terrible movies, and it's like, you don't have to
Yeah.
denote that. Like, just say you like them. I like them. I
I
I
thought they were good.
I no joke think Revenge of the Sith is one of the best Star Wars movies ever made. Like, I mean, sure, we can have arguments about Attack of the Clones being cringe with all the Padme and Anakin stuff, which is true, but like Yoda fighting Dooku is fucking sick. All the Jedi showing up on Geonosis is really cool. Like, there's a lot of really cool stuff. Detective Obi-Wan going to Camino and tracking down Jango Fett. Like, there's a lot of really cool stuff in a really,
Yep.
quote unquote, not great movie. And the Phantom Menace, like, come on, bro. Like, Darth Maul is
Dude,
so cool.
Darth Maul. like the pod racing, like epic, like it spawned a game that's like embedded into my my memory as like a kid. Oh, I
Yeah,
like her too.
I know. It's Darth
He's
Maul.
showing off. He's if for anybody just listening and not watching. I'm about to say Cheveo. It's my son's name. Christian is showing off his Star Wars sleeve, which is actually pretty goddamn sick. I
Darth
do
Maul
like it
is
if you say
fucking
so. Okay, so
sick.
sorry.
But yeah.
We have terribly gotten off track here. Let's rewind.
Hmm.
So the character that I just like vehemently disagree with, dude, is like it's the most unbelievable
Ooh, it's
casting
Aunt
of
May. It's Aunt
all.
May. It's gotta be.
No,
Oh,
dude, she's super hot, dude.
okay.
Come on, dude. No,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna disagree with her. Bro, get out of here. No, Flash Thompson, hands down, the worst fucking casting choice in the
Oh,
entire movie. How is it not Flash Thompson, bro? How did you not even get that, dude? Like, I'm like confused.
sorry.
Like, you're like,
I was thinking
is
about
it
all.
Ned?
So I was
Is
thinking
it
about. I
Ned?
was thinking about Ned. I was thinking about MJ. I was thinking about Betty Brant. I was thinking about like all the people he went to school with except for Flash Thompson. So
Yeah,
no,
Flash Thompson, the most unbelievable character because like somehow, it like
somehow he's
one
gonna
of
be
in my
anti-venom.
opinion, like the origin story of like Spider-Man, how he's like one of the most pivotal characters. Like he's like the childhood bully. He's like the guy that like terrorized Peter Parker. That like probably in some way like had like an underhand of like how he developed as a person and like became like a hero at some point.
Hmm.
Like I just think like it should be like that prototypical like jock looking dude. And I get like they're in like a tech school and all that
Yeah.
stuff. But like why does it look like if you put them side by side, why does it look like Tom Holland should be bullying him?
Well, yeah. I think it's like one of
Like
those modern day ideas of like, well, bullying doesn't just come from big tough guys. Like bullying can
yeah.
come from anybody, and you can be like emotionally and mentally bullied, and not just physically bullied. And while that's true, it's also like they are also stereotyping nerds by like having him be a nerdy guy in a nerd school, right? Like there could be jockey guys in a nerd school, right? So
Right,
you
like
know,
there's like, nerds that like work out and like are buff and
bro,
like,
I mean, go to
are
a
just
gym. I
terrible
swear,
people.
everybody's got anime tattoos, anime shirts. Like like everybody in the gym is a nerd. Let's be honest.
And then like he just like turns into like the ultimate like fanboy. Like it's like really annoying
Hmm.
at times. I'm just like I hate this guy, dude. Like I hate this casting. Like it shouldn't be this bad, but it is. And like and for
Yep.
that reason I'm out.
Okay, that makes sense. I get it. Yeah.
Fucking Nerdy Boys Review Shark Tank edition. I'm out.
Take your idea
Nope.
somewhere else.
Nope. Can't be sold on the movie. I mean,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong, I do love the movie, but like I feel like certain things like that can like take you out of like the movie. And it's just like, I don't know, dude. Like I just feel like I feel like they got all the casting choices right in the originals.
Hmm.
Whereas like this is like there's a lot of questionable or some questionable as one and then one majorly questionable.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Flash Thompson is really such a minor character. Like he becomes a bigger character in other stories, and I mean,
Yeah.
they make him more important in the Tom Holland movies than he even really needs to be. But yeah, I mean,
Yeah, he's
I
like that background character that provides some comedic relief, like the guy in the background that just like is in some things, but he's not important to the story whatsoever, which is fine. Like you make his character like that, but like it's just so unbelievable. Like it's just like, come
yeah,
on, come on.
yeah. Are you caught up at all on the Harry Potter reboot?
Uh, it's already out.
No, but a trailer's out for it.
Oh, so you're talking about like I guess they wanted to make like Professor Snape or did make him like African American.
Yeah. Um,
Yeah, I mean,
That doesn't bother me. I don't know. Did you watch the trailer at all?
no.
Yeah. Really, I mean, all the drama around that show, most of it's irrelevant when it comes to a black Snape and all this stuff. Like whatever. Like sure there can be like weird connotations about him being bullied when he was young by like Harry's dad and stuff, and like the
Yeah.
fact that Harry doesn't trust him. If they try to play a race card in the show, like that's gonna be really uncomfortable. But
Yeah.
if people are just
Well, that's what
inserting
people are
that,
saying, right? Like
yeah.
people are like saying like they're making like because like I talked to Sean about it and like so he was like explaining to me like people are saying like he's like yeah maybe that wasn't a good choice due to like Snape's like history like of being like the Half-Blood Prince like he's like technically like a mudblood and like it's like you know with
Mm,
like being like a mudblood like that's a derogatory term and you're giving like a black character a derogatory term to call him it seems very like you know. And like
yeah.
I can see it like if you follow it down the rabbit hole, but like sometimes you just don't need to read that much into
If
it.
you're looking for it, you're always gonna find it. If the show makes it explicit, then that's a big problem, right? Like, so until the show comes out, we can't really make a judgment on it. But as of right now, I don't view it as a problem. I view it as potentially problematic, but I don't have a problem with it. In the abstract, I don't have a problem with them casting a black guy to play Snape. Um, the other thing is obviously all the people who are very anti J.K. Rowling because of her views on things. And listen, I get it. It's, have your cause, do your thing. But you not watching the show is not taking any money out of her pockets. She has all the money in the world to do all the things she
Oh
wants
yeah.
in the UK. Also, her legislation shit and the things she says, all the stuff she's funding is in the UK. If you live here, it's not affecting you. You're not stopping her. You're not doing anything. She has all the money she's ever going to need to do the things she wants to do. I get it if you're principled and just like people who don't go to Chick-fil-A, I get it. You have your principles, you do your thing. But yeah, I don't think anybody should dictate to anybody else, oh, if you watch this show, then you hate trans people, you hate people who are different. I don't think any of that's true. Most people just are looking for entertainment. And if it's not entertaining, they're not going to watch it. So that's all the drama really is those things, Snape and J.K. Rowling. But I watched
Yeah.
I watched the trailer and it looks okay. I have more of a problem with the fact that like they're clearly making the Dursleys more evil than they're portrayed in the books. Like like they're obviously terrible to Harry, but in the trailer they're like really bad. Like they're like torturing him. So that was a little odd, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Mm,
it comes out in
yeah.
December, so
Maybe I need to watch it. I have
yeah,
not got around to watching it
yeah,
though.
yeah, yeah. How caught up are you on any like nerd movies or anything? Have you like watched any? Like, do you usually just wait for them to hit Disney Plus or something, or have you watched anything
Yeah.
recently?
Uh, I mean, probably not.
Like, what's the last MCU movie that even came out? Fantastic Four. Did you watch that?
Nope.
Okay. Um.
Yeah, I have a lot of catching up to do. I'll be honest, I have not been like engrossed in the nerd culture like I used to be.
Yeah.
Like
You just don't have the
working
time
in
for it,
a
right?
career and kids, and it just not been as much of a priority, but I plan to make it more of a priority and kind of get back to, doing me,
Yeah.
especially, going through a breakup, you got to get back to the things that make you happy.
Yeah. You got to get back on the horse or something.
Hell yeah, brother. Face
Um.
down, ass up.
All right. Okay. All right. So we kind of talked about Spider-Man 2. So the next movie we'll talk about for overrated, overhated, or other. I already know where you stand on it, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Man of Steel.
Brother.
All right. This is gonna. Okay, hold on.
Brother. It
It's not hated enough. What a fucking dog shit movie, dude. That movie fucking single-handedly tried to ruin the character of Superman. I fucking despise that movie. Oh, don't save me, son. Oh.
well said, Christian. Well said.
Um. Yeah, I mean, I think it's appropriately disliked. I mean, as a whole, the way people view
No, it should definitely be more hated. Like, let's be fucking real. Like, who the fuck are you trying to fool here, bud?
it. Yeah. We saw the new Superman together. You,
Oh, we did.
yeah,
I actually really liked that movie, dude.
yeah, it was
I
really
thought it
good.
was excellent.
Yeah,
Thought it was excellent.
talk about the spirit of Superman. That movie
Yeah.
is the personification of Superman. So,
Yep.
um,
Yeah, which is crazy because like a lot of people hated on it and we're like, oh, like they're talking about like aliens and like oh like what's going on in America and it's like it translates to like immigration and stuff. I'm like, all right, like have you never read a fucking Superman comic book? Like this is exactly what Superman is all about, dude.
you know,
Like hello, like knock knock, is anybody fucking there? Like what the fuck? Like what do you mean, brother? Like,
yeah,
what are you even trying to? What are you even? What is the sounds coming out of your face hole right now?
yeah. I mean, I thought. I mean, I know you didn't watch anything else that much last year, but to me, Superman was probably the best superhero slash comic book movie of the year. Um, in a year where
Yes.
we had Fantastic Four, Captain America, Brave New World, and Thunderbolts. I mean, Superman. I mean, Thunderbolts was really good. If you have a chance to watch it, I would highly recommend. But
Yes.
yeah, Superman was probably the best comic book movie we got last year. So
Yeah. Well, I mean, my son is like kind of getting a little bit older too. I can always like watch some of these movies with him,
yeah,
but that's always an ongoing battle with that child.
yeah. I
It's
mean,
like he loves superheroes, but like just cannot like maintain like reality. So sometimes we have to give him a break from like watching all the violent stuff.
yeah, that makes sense. That does make sense. Okay, okay. How about this one? Overrated, overhated, or other? The Dark Knight.
I feel like we're gonna be on very opposite ends here.
Oh, really?
I adore this movie. I fucking love it. Like I thought it was like probably one of the best renditions of the Joker. Like I just thought it was amazing, dude. Like I really fucking loved like the film. Like I just thought it was fucking great. Like I think it like captures so much essence of like Batman, so much essence of like Gotham and like the Joker.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like, I mean, that's not to take anything away from like other like really great Jokers in the past, like, Jack Nicholson. And I actually think like Joaquin Phoenix's like Joker is a little underrated. But, I think people look for things to hate in these movies. And like, you have this like band of people that are like, oh, it's like that Joker is like so overrated. The only reason why like Heath Ledger got such a like big following is because he died.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what a cruel thing to say, dude, to be honest with you. Like, what is wrong with people, to be honest? And it's just like, I really disagree with it, dude. Like, I thought he was so brilliant. Like, man, that movie was so captivating, so real. It was
Yep.
amazing.
Yeah. I don't.
I think it's underrated, to be honest.
Well, I think the majority of people really highly rate it. If you look at like nerd ranking lists, like it's always like at the top, and it to me it does kind of transcend superhero movies in the way that it's a really good movie with some superhero characters in it, right? Like, um, I I will go the other way. It's not disagreeing with you, but I will say it's actually overhated because the people, like to your point, the people who dislike it find every reason to dislike it, and there's really nothing to hate in that movie. It is a fantastic movie as a movie, and it's even better that it takes place in a world that we've already loved for years, right? Like, The Dark Knight is a top 5 comic book movie of all time.
Oh, easily. Yeah, 100%.
So,
Would definitely agree with that.
yeah.
Like I mean, I'm just like this is one hill that I am definitely willing to die on against anybody. I don't care. Like I'm trying to remember who exactly used to argue
Daniel.
this in our. Was it Daniel?
Yeah, it's a
What a
very
little cretin, and I can't believe he's like on my wall right now. I'm like staring at his stupid little face.
it's a very baseline argument. Like, it's so surface level. If you put any thought into it whatsoever, you'd come to a different conclusion. But the idea that the movie is good and the Joker is good only because Heath Ledger died is so surface level brain dead. Like, think about it more than 3 seconds and you'll come to a different conclusion. Like, there's
Yeah.
no thought that goes into it other than, oh, people probably like this because this one guy died. Like, think 1 second longer and be like, wow, that's actually kind of stupid to think that. Like,
All right.
watch the
I
movie.
think there was something like so like interesting and like inherently like captures the essence of like the relationship between like Batman and Joker that movie specifically captured. It was like spot on. Like the mystique of like the Joker and who is he and where he came from, it was like very troubling to Batman. And then like Joker like really leaned in, like the way they wrote him, that he leans into it and like becomes like we can't exist without each other, like
Mm-hmm.
kind of thing, was like I just thought was like a masterpiece. Like I recently watched the Batman with like Jack Nicholson, and like I
Mm-hmm.
thought it was like okay. Like I think maybe just because it's so outdated and
Yeah,
it's
the
like, you know,
1980s
like
one.
it's
Yeah.
kind of hard to watch at this point because like, you know, the graphics to my eyes are like so bad and stuff, so it's a little hard to watch. Um and like I just feel like that connection of like, you know, Joker versus Batman, like it wasn't like I think people romanticize that
Oh, of
version,
course
if
they do.
anything.
It's
A
nostalgia.
hundred,
It's really
a
nostalgia.
100%. Like let's talk about that. Like it's overrated, bro. 100%.
I think
Like
so.
overrated.
Growing up, I was of the opinion that Michael Keaton is the best Batman because of those movies. But rewatching them as an adult, I rewatched it maybe 2 or 3 years ago, and I was like, yeah, it's not as good as I want to remember it being. Um, it's just not right, and we can make fun of like Christian Bale's Batman because it is funny, right? Joker, oh, we can make fun of Heath
Right.
Ledger's Joker. Hey, hey, Pat, like okay, yeah, funny, but it's it's a fan like all of it's Batman Begins. I really like, and The Dark Knight is way better than that. I wasn't a big fan of Dark Knight Rises, but as a whole, like good movies. Did you watch the new one with Robert Pattinson, the new Batman?
Nah,
Well,
it's not for me.
what I'll say is the new one with Robert Pattinson is a better Batman movie than The Dark Knight, but it's not a better movie. Like The Dark Knight is miles better as a movie. Um,
Right.
but if you're looking for like Detective Comics Batman, I quite like the Batman in that way, and it's very like year one or 0 year kind of Batman detective comic. Like it's really good as a Batman movie. So as fans of Batman, I really like it. I'm sure you'd really like it if you watch it. But The Dark Knight is just a better movie, like it as a whole.
Yeah, 100%. Like I think from like top to bottom, like I think, oh man, Christian Bale is such a good actor, first off. And then like I just think like that Batman was better. He looked better. He was more convincing.
Oh
Like
yeah.
obviously I to see because like I do like the old school like Batman of like Detective Comics version of it, of like more of the detective aspect rather than like the Dark Knight Crusader sort of angle
Hmm.
that like kind of came like a little bit like more into like when I think it was like in the 90s, the Batman animated.
Yeah.
Was it
Yep.
90s or is it like early 2000?
It
I
was the
can't remember.
'90s. Yeah, it started in
Yeah.
the '90s.
But yeah, like, like I do love and like respect the old tradition of like where Batman started as like more of a detective
Yeah.
rather than like the stalker in the night sort of thing, you know?
Yeah.
Like the
He's
the
he's a bit of
Crusader kind of
both,
thing.
right? He's a bit of both.
Yeah, he's a bit of both, but yeah, like and then like where do we even put like somebody like Ben Affleck in this thing? In this little collage of, is he just the worst one?
I thought. Well, I mean, I don't think he's worse than George Clooney. Um, but I thought that Ben
Okay.
Affleck had a really good look as Batman. I thought some of his fight scenes were really cool, but he's not Batman. Like the way he's portrayed in those movies is nowhere near any form of Batman
Yeah.
that we're familiar with. And even worse, he's not a good Bruce Wayne. Like you talk about, you and I are pretty pretty high on differentiating the character versus the character in costume, right? Like Peter
Yeah,
Parker is one character and Spider-Man is another, even though they're both obviously the same character. And when you look
yeah.
at Bruce Wayne and Batman, like I don't think Christian Bale is a great Batman necessarily, but I think he's a fantastic Bruce Wayne, right?
Yeah.
And like conversely, I know you haven't seen it, but Robert Pattinson I don't think is a great Bruce Wayne, but he's a great Batman. And so when you're looking
Oh,
at those things, right, even going back to like George Clooney, like you can maybe argue he's a decent Bruce Wayne, but his Batman movie was not good at all. Not nowhere near. Michael Keaton, was he even a good Bruce Wayne? Maybe, maybe not. Like he was okay. He was an okay Batman. Like obviously he's gonna be rated higher because of the nostalgia and stuff. Val Kilmer, whatever. But Ben Affleck's down there at the bottom with like Val Kilmer and George Clooney because he's not a good Bruce Wayne. He's a really cool looking Batman, but he's not. Even when you look at the Dark Knight, like um, Frank Miller run on the Dark Knight, like he's not even like he doesn't even really represent that. Like he's just kind of this weird contorted character that has left all logic and reason when it comes to hating Superman in the context of the movies he was in. I just didn't like those movies, so maybe I'm just a hater, but
hater, hater.
yeah. No, I don't. I'm not a fan of Ben Affleck's. I actually didn't. Maybe it's also nostalgia, and I don't know if you agree, but I thought Ben Affleck was a fine Daredevil.
Now you're talking my language.
Like,
Let's talk about it. All right,
okay,
like Daredevil.
okay,
Very underrated movie, damn it.
yeah, I really like it. I mean, the music in it was great. We had Evanescence bring me to life in that. We had another Evanescence song. I'm pretty sure it was My Immortal during the funeral. We had a Fuel in there. We had a Seether song. Like it was a great soundtrack. I don't care that Colin Farrell or whoever was a weird looking bullseye with the actual like bullseye imprinted in his head. Elektra was cool. Daredevil was cool. I didn't even mind Jon Favreau as Foggy Nelson. That was a good movie as a kid watching that
Yes,
movie. It
sir.
was great.
Yes, sir. Preach it, brother. Preach it
Bro,
to
when
the choir.
Bullseye in the church with the fucking stained glass, he
Dude,
killed the old
badass.
lady on the plane with a peanut, like throwing paper clips at people. Like I thought it was
Like, you
cool.
just can't tell me nothing.
Yeah. Listen, Charlie Cox, way better Daredevil. The Netflix
Oh,
series, fantastic. The
well, let's
even
not get ahead of ourselves. Relax.
you loved Daredevil on Netflix.
Prove it.
We okay, for people who don't know, when Daredevil started on Netflix, that was the time where like they'd release at midnight and not like a certain time the next day or whatever. They dropped the whole series at midnight, and we stayed up all fucking night making fucking cookies and ice cream watching
Yep,
Daredevil. Okay,
yep, we sure did. We sure did, bud.
because we love that shit.
We loved it.
It was fantastic.
Dude, didn't they just like release another thing of
Yeah,
Daredevil on Disney?
season two of Born
Or
Again,
Netflix, I mean?
season two of Born Again just started on Disney Plus. Season one has
Oh,
been out, but yeah, we have 3 episodes now on season two. I only watched the first one so far, but it's still good. I still like. I mean, it's not. I wouldn't say it's the quality of the Netflix show, but it's still really good. And he's got his black suit on. He's got his black suit on now. So,
I might have to watch this.
yeah.
I don't know. Daredevil will always have a special place in my heart. I know he's not like a highly rated character in most circles, like, but I just think he is the coolest mofo ever.
Yeah, you're really big on street level superheroes in general. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
I am.
and
I am.
Daredevil was great. You were talking about earlier about the significance of Red Robin to you. It was one of the first major comic book runs that you read, And for me, Daredevil is one of those. Like when I was a kid, my dad had some boxes of comics, and it was X-Men, Spider-Man, and Daredevil. And Daredevil was just really cool to me when I was like 8 years old. Like I loved reading Daredevil. So um,
Yep. I just always found his like character fascinating. I always just thought like I don't know. I just think he's great. Like I think he's highly underrated as a character.
yeah, absolutely. Well, I
Like
mean,
I remember I went last year I went on a date, right? And
oh, uh
I'm not gonna tell the whole story. All right, relax.
huh.
For another time, brother. Uh, no, so like it was like somewhat of like this nerdy chick, sort of. And she's kind of into some superhero stuff. And on a date, I knew that she really loved Captain America. And then so we somehow got on the conversation during dinner, like, who's your favorite character? And then so I was like, oh, easy. Daredevil, and like she was like shocked. She was like, "Really?" Like, and I was like, "What was not to love about Daredevil?" Like, what? Like, I don't know. Like, I just think he's a great character.
Yeah. Um, was she a real nerdy chick, or was she kind of a poser? Let's be honest.
I couldn't tell, to be 100% honest with you.
Yeah. Either way, it's okay, guys. It's okay to be into things a little bit and start getting into them more. Don't let weird gatekeeping nerds like I just was pretending to be stop you from getting into scenes and starting to enjoy things and finding good recommendations for places to jump in. It's okay to get into new
Yeah.
things, even though nerds we're some of the worst. We are some of the worst people
Yes. Yes.
when
Some
it
of the
comes.
worst gatekeepers.
Yeah.
Because
Uh,
like there once upon a time, it wasn't cool to be a nerd. It wasn't cool to be into like comic book, especially comic books. It wasn't cool to collect like the collectible toys and like, then like the Funko Pops came around and made a lot of the collecting cooler. Obviously, if you're watching the video, Christian has like some Funko Pops in his background that he's pointing to. Quite a bit of really sweet like little statues, figures and stuff that he
yeah.
has.
I got my Galactus popcorn bucket back there.
Yeah, that's pretty freaking badass, dude. Yeah, no, like there's just like a time, and like I feel like when me and Christian like kind of started like connecting like our friendship and stuff, it was like right on like that verge.
Hmm.
It was like right before like the big fall, like before like it was really the Marvel movies that did it, that created this new like
Yeah.
pop culture like wave and stuff. And yeah, but it's
Yeah.
okay. Like if you weren't there before and you're there now, like it doesn't matter. Like all is welcome. Don't be afraid to, as the kids say, live your best life.
Yeah. Don't let people bully you. Don't let those guys go. Where were you in 1977 when Star Wars came out? Were you at the theater? Because if not, you're not a real Star Wars fan like I am. I hate everything that's ever come out from Star Wars except the original trilogy, but I'm a bigger fan than you because I was born in 1960.
You kind of sound like Daniel there.
I mean, if Daniel wore glasses and pushed them up, then yeah, he is that. I mean, he was born in the '80s, and he always says, "I was watching Predator in the '80s. Where were you guys? You guys aren't real Predator fans." Like, fucking off.
Oh yeah, he's like strictly a gatekeeper and like everything like pro 80s. Like I'm sure like if you ask him about like things like Breakfast Club, he's like the super fanboy of it.
Yeah.
I
Because
mean, it was
he
good
was
then
one of the
though.
first ones, he saw it
Yeah.
then, so he's the real fan. Listen, I went to the midnight showing of Phantom Menace in 1999. I was 5 years old. I don't go around telling people, oh, you can't judge Star Wars because you were born in 2007. Like, you can like
Yeah,
Star
like
Wars, you can have your
I
own
went to
opinions.
like I think every midnight release of Harry Potter. Does that make me like the ultimate fan? Yeah, it kind of does.
But you're not gonna tell people they can't be fans, right? So that's.
I mean, I
I
might.
mean,
Depends.
well,
Depends what house you like.
oh yeah. Listen, you don't get you. Scott and I used to go to a lot of conventions, and of course, he's a Gryffindor, and
Yeah.
we would wear our Hogwarts robes. So he'd have his Gryffindor, be all decked out, and then I'd have my Ravenclaw. and nobody likes Ravenclaws. Let's be honest. Like, probably because we're those nerdy guys with our fingers in the air and our glasses. Um,
Yeah.
that we're walking around the convention and people go, "Oh, no, I like Slytherin," and then you'll, "Well, actually, every bad wizard that's ever existed came from the Slytherin house," and then you get punched in the face.
Yep, pretty much.
So,
And then you just meet the oddball out there, the
mhm.
Hufflepuffs.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
But they're strange and very untrustworthy people. You don't go near them.
you mean, there's a lot of Hufflepuffs out there. Yeah. And my wife, she would always say, "I'm a Hufflepuff," but she can't say it, so she says Hufflepuff. she's
The Hufflepuff.
she's like, I don't know what it is, but I think I'm a Hufflepuff. All right. So it's one of those houses for the all the other people. Really it is Gryffindor, Slytherin, and then the next biggest would be Hufflepuff, and then you have a bunch of nerds who like want to be in Ravenclaw because we think we're smart and pretentious and all that, and it really just makes people not like you,
Yeah,
but that's okay.
it's okay.
So yeah, I think honestly we could talk probably for like 3 more hours, but we'll save some content for the next time.
Yes, sir.
Because there's plenty more to talk about. But this is just an example, a smattering, a little hors d'oeuvre, that you eat before the full course, so you know like exactly what you're gonna get from us. Um,
Yeah, I'm looking forward to creating more episodes with you, buddy,
mhm.
and hopefully we can take it to new
Yeah,
heights.
and it won't always be like this. Sometimes we might be in person together. Sometimes we might be live streaming and then posting, later the videos and everything. We're gonna do a bunch of fun, different things over however long we do this, and it'll be awesome. And please like, comment, subscribe, rate us, review us, do all those things, and also, uh, this is a new thing, really. It's going to be Nerdy Boys Reviews, but it's pretty much standalone. All the old Nerdy Boys Review stuff isn't there anymore. This is going to be episode 1 of Nerdy Boys Reviews, and so this is it now. This is Nerdy Boys Reviews. So
Yes, I
yeah,
think we wanted like a fresh start on it. Yeah, well, there's good things to come. I think we both have a couple ideas on like, where to take this and like what we could do with it. And hope you guys enjoy the show and enjoy the content. And as always, like Christian said, like, comment, and subscribe. Please leave us some feedback as well if you guys
hmm
enjoyed like the games that Christian came up with. That would be
yeah. And if
mucho
you hate them, if you
apreciado.
hate them, we won't do them again. Okay, fuck you.
If you hate them, go suck yourself.
Yeah. Well, that's it. Hey, we'll sign off our normal way. I'm Nerdy Boy Christian,
And I'm Nerdy Boy Scott.
and as always,
Stay
stay nerdy,
nerdy,
boys.
boys.